I'm taking a picture so I can find where my car later on.
Where is Waldo?
It'd be easier because then
What up guys, it's your boy cielshock from Celshock Mini4wd Drive Racing Squad, and I'm a teacher here in Noobworx. And for today's video, it's my part 2 of my trip in Hobbytown, Toms River, New Jersey. It is the 75th event anniversary, hosted by Eric and obviously the owner Randy. Thank you for hosting the race over there. And this video, you're gonna see my race, and I'm not gonna tell you what happened because, you know, it's just pretty funny. But before I start this video and you guys enjoy this very interesting track, we have this big ass TV over here, and I'm gonna show you how difficult this one is because honestly, spoiler alert, I struggled a lot. This is a very big track layout. As you can see, this is a 5-lane, 3-lane split. It's kind of blurry now, so we're gonna go zoom in and we're gonna talk about this and analyze this track in 2 seconds. All right. As we zoom in, this track layout, by the way, is created by Eric. Shout out Eric, Race Master Eric from Hobbytown, as I've said. As you can see, this is a very huge track layout, and it's a 5-lane, 3-lane split. But we're going to go in-depth on it and analyze it really quick. Even though I analyzed it already on the box stock race, I want to go really, really close. Because on box stock, I even recognize or notice it right away. Where are the critical points? Obviously, the double dragon will be one of the critical points. But if as you go faster, which is the tune class and the open class, this is going to be the key things. And hopefully, this will help you out if you encounter a track layout like this. It might be not so similar or not exactly like this track layout, but you will have a familiarity how to overcome this track layout. All right, so let's start with a start. So this is where the car starts when you drop your car. So obviously it's a 5-lane. It's a full straight with a 20-degree bank. This is a 20-degree bank that was, you know, not every track is a 20-degree, but this one is a 20-degree bank. But this is a high bank right here with a curve. People with experience would know, but for the newbies, if you go up here, you will lose some torque, especially if you're using tune motors. Especially if you're using atomic tune or rev tune. If you have a brake here, you will lose some torque. But in the first lap, you will go up and then go down. There's another 20-degree bank over here. And then we'll go a sharp turn right here. And a little chicane over here with another 20-degree bank. So 20-degree, 20-degree, 20-degree bank that will go all the way up here and go down here. This is where it gets a little tricky. So when you go down here, where the cars go down here on the curve, so you can see that the cornering settings will come in play, but also your wheel settings will come in play. If you have a small diameter or a large diameter, low friction tires and offset tires, that will all come in play on your overall setup. And then as you go down here, you'll see that this is a tabletop. I've said on the previous video that this is technically a tabletop, but it looks like you can overcome this by imagining that this is a slope. Want to know why? Because this 5-lane slope split and have a straight panel right here. So it's basically a 1, 2, 3 straight panel because the 5-lane track that was made was customized for this track layout was coming from a 3-lane. So this slope is originally a 3-lane slope and turned into a 5-lane. So the trick here is to have all the speed and all that air going through here, and your brake setting will have to be perfectly landed over here. That's the first tricky part. As this thing split, we'll go first to the digicurve. So the three cars will go to the digicurve. Only 2 times you will go to the double dragon. We'll get there. But we'll go to the digicurve. The digicurve was split into 3. You can see 1, 2, 3. This is more forgiving when it comes to cars torque or power. because it's not a full spiral digicurve. So maybe a front sliding damper, front pivot, and not even the rear if you don't have the rear or you don't have the front. It depends on your overall setup, how will you overcome this. But the point is not to lose power over here. Because the moment you lose power over here, the car that will go through here, if they pass this, will have a big advantage going towards the finish line. But again, this is tricky. So once you go through the spiral, right, you got all the digicurve losing your power over here. This is this is a tabletop basically, because it's going down, and this one is a bank. This too is another 20-degree bank. So you lose power here. Obviously, if you lose power here a little bit, not all your power, you will land perfectly here, because I think this 2-panel straight is good enough for you not to overshoot. So once you get here, let's say you have a sliding damper, pivot, whatever settings, anchor setup, whatever the new school setup nowadays, you overcome that digicurve. You go here, bank, brake settings. Let's say your brake settings are perfect. You will not lose speed over here. From here, going to the finish line, that is a lot of speed going back here. And that's how it gets tricky, right? So you go through here 3 times, perfect. All right, you got all those speed. But once let's say you're on a different lane and your last 2 lanes is here, that is the trickiest part. So the big problem, or the big challenge that I think, it's not a problem because it's a good problem, but I think the big challenge is once you go up here, as we trace here, we go up here with all your air, jump over here, you have to land perfectly here. The problem is, once you go jump perfectly over here, or let's say you have all that air going through there, passing all that obstacle, and you land, it's either you land over or you land perfectly over here. In order for you to land perfectly over here, coming from that, it's either you have a little delay by your brakes from the bank, or your brake setting is really low. Obviously, you have a delay on that. You land over here. Here is the challenging part. So if you land over here, which is the most ideal part that I think is, you land with these 2 spots over here, you will be able to land maybe over the double dragon. So this is the tricky part. If you land on this spot or this spot, you're gonna end up landing over here. On your brake settings, you're gonna land over here on the top. So obviously, you guys are already familiar about this bitch-ass double dragon over here. Because once you jump over here, it's either you go right here in the middle, right here, or right here. Based on my experience and all my analysis and all the practices that I did through this track layout, there is no way that you can land on this end and end up landing over. Even you have an ultra dash, whatever, power dash or sprint dash, or the fastest motor you can use, you're not going to be able to land right here. There is no way you can jump over. I tried it. We tried it. Everybody in the world tried it, because this track layout was posted in a while. So the trick here, for my opinion, especially on open class, but we're going to talk about tune class for now, is the safest way is to land in the middle and not get stuck in the middle. So let's say your car go over here, jump over here, your brake setting, don't get stuck in the middle. So if you have a small diameter that you're using in tune class, there is a possibility, if your brake setting is really low, that to get stuck over here and you can't go anywhere. So for me, the most ideal wheels is either a large diameter wheel. Extra large will be too big, but that will basically automatically gonna get over on that hump. But the medium diameter, I think, is you have to have the best brake settings in order for you to go up with a little bit of delay, jump over here, land exactly where you're supposed to, and land over here so you don't get stuck, and then you continue through the finish line. That's one way. Number 2, the second way is, let's say you land right here, but your car will miraculously manage to land over here but not bounce off the track, which is, in tune class, it's kind of impossible. Because in tune class, you can't really make a suspension, you can't really do the anchor setup, or you can't even do an automatic or AT bumper or AT rear bumper setting. So it's very, very tricky when it's come to tune class. So in my opinion, which I didn't do on the race, this is what I learned. You have to at least have that power, land over here and land in the middle, or at least like a tad bit over there. You have to tap it and then land over there. That's impossible in tune class. So in tune class, you really have to land over here, land over there, or like slightly overland over there, which is very, very difficult. So that is very challenging. And also, you already know in tune class, you are only limited to rev tune motor, atomic tune motor, and torque tune motor. So either or neither of those motors will have a very, very difficult time if your brake setting is like close to perfect. So that's how tricky this track is. So if you land over here, if you land short, you'll bounce. If you land too far, you'll bounce. So on this video, on this following video that I'm gonna post, that'll coming in a few minutes, it's the tune class race, and you will see how these racers overcome this track layout. It looks easy because it's very big, and then you think it's gonna be like in the Filipino way. You said you guys gonna rarat-ratin nyo yan, but we'll see how these racers perform, and I'm very proud on the racers that overcome this layout, because this is not an easy layout, and it's not an easy layout to make. I don't have the video on the open class because my phone died during the race, because the race ended at 1 a.m. But on open class, you have a little bit of idea how to overcome this, because in open class you have more powerful motors. You have hyper dash, you have light dash, you have mac dash, you have power dash or sprint dash. So on those kind of motors, there's a possibility that you can jump over it. But in tune class, I don't know. Like if you experience this track layout, please put it on the comments. Feel free to share or message me, and I will obviously put all the information in my YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. But as far as my experience, and then the experience all of the racers all over the world that try this layout, it's really difficult to overcome this on a tune class category. On the open class, on the other hand, since I don't have the open class video to be posted, MS suspension is very, very important with this layout. Because, I mean, you can get away with the MA, because I won with the MA. Spoiler alert, I won with a non-MS category with my MA setup. And it's all over in Facebook. I already posted it in Instagram. But, again, you have to either jump over it, land over here, or tap it a tad bit. So what I've seen so far with open class is when the car goes through here, if your MS suspension is really polished, like really polished, if you can actually jump over the double dragon and land over here, and when the MS suspension come in play, it will absorbs the impact. This is the new school Mini 4-wheel drive. Absorbs the impact on the double dragon, and if you have an anchor setup, if let's say the car is twisted, you can still absorb the impact from the track wall with your AT bumper and everything, and go run smoothly with this two bitch ass track that I say. So that's how you overcome it. I think those are the ways that you can overcome it. You can land over here, land short, land in the middle with proper tire and wheel settings, jump on the end of this slope, and then jump and then land a tad bit here on the last double dragon part, or they call it in the Philippines camelback. So hopefully you learned something. Unfortunately, I don't have a video of the open class because my phone died. I have two phones that I've been using. It didn't work. But hopefully you learned something, and tell me in the comments what's your opinions, your suggestions, or anything that you can say about what I discussed about this truck layout. But again, shout out to all the racers that made it that day. Shout out Portal Tuner. Shout out to Pit Stop. Shout out Muckbite Racing. Obviously, Noobworx is there. Eric, Randy, and just all the Mini 4wd drive racers that made it over there. And Sidebite too. Shout out Sidebite, Latif, Sidebite racers. Again, this is Cielshock from CTUSA Mini 4wd drive racing squad, and I'm a teacher here in Noobworx. As I always say, we learn from you, learn from us. Always race humble. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.
Here, take a picture first.
Class.
Alright, check this one.
Let's go.
You got 3 cars, right? 4. Where's that one?
Go.
Nard lane 3.
Next.
Steve lane 4.
First round. Let's go.
And on your mark, get set, go.
So this is the problem that I'm talking about. As I discussed earlier, you're supposed to overcome that hump or just land it in the middle. Unfortunately, as you can see, my car didn't make it. So let's continue the video.
That's it. That whole year. Alright, that's it. Start him up. Start him up. On your mark. Get set, go.
Sa'yo yan, kuya?
Yeah.
Nice. Huwag lang tatalon.
May isa pang jump eh.
Huwag lang sana. Stay lang sana yan. Stay lang.
Yay!
Nice. Nice.
On your mark. Get set, go.
Go, Josh. Let's go, Josh. Nice.
On your mark. Get set, go.
Yo, labas kayo yung truck para makita natin ang malinaw. Kanino yan? Hahabulin niya. Shortcut to eh. Oh, see? Oh, see? Oh, see?
go. Let's go. Let's go. Tumaba. Tumaba. Tumabay. Tumabay.
Nako, tumukod. Hindi na ng battery ng kubilaw. Mason's going to the finals. Then, so, kailangan mong ano yun yan, tapatan. Yung bilis niya, mabilis siya. Oh. Winner! Ano masasabi mo sa decision mo?
No, Steve, bro, Steve. Let me win, right? Let me win today, right?
Who's in 3? 48?
Only 4?
Nope, red.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, start him up. Look at Mark. Get set, go. Sound is something. One.
Kabul. Yun! Re-race. Tinamaan.
What?
Somebody hit. I don't even know what happened. Oh! Where's it? Oh, it's coming back.
Last lap.
Oh! Come on, catch up. Ah, winner, boom. Out, that's it. That's the ugliest filming I ever.
Mark. Get set, go. Steven. Anniv. Get there, go. Oh, maybe not with that break, Steve. Yay! Come on.
Pag nadali ng green ko yan. Pag nadali ng... Ano yung green ko? Kumukod yung green namin.
Last lap.
Ganda ng finals, mabilis lahat. Walang mabagal. Come home! Let's go! Grab your car! Bilis, baka masunugan ka pa. Grab it, come home! Let's go! Alright, so after all that bullshit, we're going to the finals. We're down to 3 cars. Alright.
Yeah, right, open class.
We got Mason, Doug, and Erwin. FMA, pink chassis.
Jesus, 10 o'clock.
Super 2.
10 o'clock, we did 3 classes.
Super 2. May the best tune class racer win.
I'm not in it.
I'm not in it. Just get off the track so I can get the full coverage.
Yeah.
Even you, Eric. Just put say side, just cover
push
it.
me off?
Yeah, the finish
I
line.
keep circling around you before. That's what I was doing. You came right in front of me and I walked right behind you.
Alright, let's go, guys.
All right, come on, guys. Start them up.
Let's go, line it up.
What we got here? Steph Mason.
How about we
one.
do this?
Shell, that's you and two, right? No, we're not doing that. No, because it gives you unfair advantages on lane.
Alright.
So that's you and Sue, right?
All
Alright, start them up. Well, it's Dougie and Sue, that's right. Should have known with the pinky.
Alright, good luck.
You gonna circle around me?
Alright, I'm happy in third
once you
place.
start
I know
going
you
off,
guys are fast.
Thank you, Eric, for hosting. We're over time. Time check, 10 o'clock. We still have open class. Unlimited cars.
Yeah, I'm gonna with buybacks. Alright, start them up. This is it. First, second, and third. On your mark. Get set, go!
I want fair wins and fair loses. No Hadouken. One. Who's up? Go, blue car. Full charge, Jan. Go, Erwin. Kill the shit. Oh!
Come on, baby.
Tabi yan, tol, tabi.
Oh, last lap! Last lap!
Tol, tabi yan. Alis yan para makita.
There's one!
Winner! Mason! Winner! Re-race for second and third.
On your mark.
Re-race.
Get set, go! This is for second and third.
I just want clean wins and loses, no Hadouken. Woo. That Digicurve is vicious.
Go!
Halik na halik yung brake ni Jermaine. Oh! Way back! Oh!
One more jump.
One more. Yo, let him finish it. Baka pinagbigyan ka na naman yan, ha?
I wish you had the double jump.
Clean win. Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Good job, good job.
They both jump. We got lucky. They both
Two
jump.
class winner.
Both of them are mad fast, man.
Third place,
Got
dog.
lucky.
Oh, that's my favorite color too.
Oh, there? No, here.
Nice. Oh, ayan na. Ewan ko na lang. Ayan na. Ewan ko na lang.
Sa gitna ka.
Need